And they're letting in a lot of people that have bad personalities. For your kid
to have too bad of a personality for Cornell.
That's where my dad went. And he's unbearable.
Hello and welcome to Hysteria. I'm Erin Ryan, and while Alyssa Mastromonaco is on vacation this week, we have the incomparable Megan Gailey, who is back from the hinterlands of Indiana, and she is the host of Sports Bitches and will be headlining Let's Fest in Indianapolis on August 31st. Megan, if you were stuck in a Donald Trump cabinet meeting and you had to come up with something nice to say to like glaze him or risk getting fired, what would you say?
Oh, I would say, Donnie, let's take a trip down to Sephora and see if we can color match what's going on your hands right now.
That's good. Does Fenty make a purple?
No.
Okay.
She's like, I'm making every color but whatever he needs to cover his hands.
You're listening to Hysteria, the podcast for people whose favorite new game is coming up with hilarious seating charts for the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce wedding. Megan, who do you think would be the funniest Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce table?
Me.
Okay.
I have FaceTimed with Travis Kelce one time.
Ooh.
So I think I'm like, maybe if enough people can't go, I'm going to be on the list. Myself, I feel like Larry David will be invited. They both seem like Curb Your Enthusiasm fans.
Yeah. They are white people.
Like, is this going to be the good version of the Bezos guest list? Like,
yeah. That's because, like, I remember the Bezos guest list being like, oh, they just, like, want these people to be their friends. They made a list for Santa that was like, friends wanted. Like, let's...
And anytime, like, a new paparazzi picture came out, I was like, no, you're there. Like, Gail, you went to space and the Bezos wedding. I was rooting for you.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I think this will be a good crew.
I just think whoever has to sit with Brian Kelly, it's going to be... that'll be funny.
Yeah.
Like any celebrities, Lena Dunham. Let's put Lena Dunham and Brian Kelly at the same table.
Oh, there's going to be a very obvious like NFL and then like pop girl diva divide happening. Maybe there'll be new like love that comes out of it.
Yeah, or podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the Hadids, and we just happened to meet, the defensive line of the Chiefs, and now we're starting a podcast called
Will Fork and the Hadids. I think they went to the Bezos. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody that went to, well, he's not from my high school because, like, much younger than me, but we've talked about this.
Yes.
One of the players for the Chiefs is, like, from my area, and nobody's from my area.
Uh-huh.
So, like, he, like, grew up on a weird, like, compound or whatever. But, there's a possibility that I could have, like, there could be somebody who I used to go to church with at that wedding. So,
I am 1 degree of separation from that wedding. I do have a friend that will be there.
Wow.
Yes.
We're basically famous.
We're there. We're bridesmaids.
We're bridesmaids. Before we get into the news, we're going to talk a little bit more about Taylor Swift getting engaged to Travis Kelce. Because, of course, most people were like, oh, yay, good for them.
Yeah.
But... not everybody's normal. And one of America's least normal people had an extremely unnormal reaction. Here's Charlie Kirk's reaction.
I think that Taylor Swift having 2 or 3 children, she should have more children than she has houses. That is my challenge, Taylor Swift. And I'm not being sarcastic. I think that if she ends up having children, she'll stop this kind of liberal endorsing Joe Biden nonsense. And we want Taylor Swift on Team America. We want you to leave the island of the wokies. And we would welcome you with open arms. One of the reasons why so many people on the right have been just skeptical or at least a little bit negative on Taylor Swift is up until this point, that's not a great role model for young women to wait all the way until you're 35 and just put your career first. We just talked about this with Katie Miller. However, there's a great chance to change that. It's a great chance for Taylor Swift now to get married and have a ton of children. You can certainly afford
a ton?
A ton.
Starting at 35,
Taylor Swift
you can have a ton?
All,
okay.
Through America and the ups and the downs. And if you feel that violent shaking in your home, that is the earthquake of the pop culture. If you hear that
is he trying to be funny?
Scream,
Does he
those
think
are the
he's
young
being
ladies
funny?
on your block screaming.
I
honestly,
I think he like
Pfizer pays well,
believes
baby.
These things.
I mean, Pfizer pays the bills.
Pfizer?
That is
How'd we
quite
get
a
to
ring, Mr.
Pfizer?
Kelce. I'm impressed.
Sir, I'm just going to go move to a different seat. You know, something that I think is really funny about Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk
That's
is
really
like...
nice of you.
yeah. It's
You're
like
glazing him.
No, I am. No, he's always, he's always like, women, submit to your husbands. Submit to your husbands, have all these babies, blah, 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 blah. And it's always like one specific color of baby, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't want like darker shades of babies.
No.
Just the lily white ones. But it's funny because the last time that his kind of brand of conservatism was like de rigueur, like 100 years ago, right? When it was like, women, submit to your husband.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk would have been asked at that time to submit to some calipers, that giant noggin of his. He does not look master race.
I think he would have lost in a duel at a young age.
Every time I see him, I'm like, Humpty Dumpty, how did the king's men put you back together?
Erin, you and I both have more children than houses. It is
Yes.
time for us to leave the island of Wokies, where we've been drinking vaccine and baby blood.
That's like another thing. Like, what? I don't understand why these... Charlie Kirk surely must know that getting married and having babies does not turn women conservative.
It's almost the opposite.
I like, honestly, like it's he must know that that's the truth, or either that, or he's like really like oblivious to the reality around him, which is that's not what happens.
Yeah, I do wonder the anecdotes that are like that women are coming up in, because I can't imagine a lot of women are talking to him just in general.
Well, he's a 31-year-old who goes around and professionally argues with college kids.
Yeah.
Like, that's really sad. And
it sounds illegal.
It does sound
It's like those ages don't even need to mix.
Does he need to go around when he's like near a school and be like, "Hey, just so you know, I'm near this school"? Yeah, there's something so odd about him. And also, like, I feel like people who listen to Charlie Kirk, like, I think that they need to live in a world of like whatever yarn he's spinning, where it's like, oh yeah, guess what the liberals are like? They have blue hair and nose piercings, and they're polyamorous, and they don't have kids, and they want to eat your kids and whatever. And it would be very easy for a Charlie Kirk listener to be like, what if, you know what, I'm going to check that out. I'm going to fact check that. I'm going to ask somebody who's married and liberal, like, what's going on there. I'm going to step outside of my bubble and encounter the world as it is. But like, Charlie Kirk creates a fantasy of the world outside of his bubble being scary, so that the people inside of his bubble don't have to confront the fact that they're scared of incredibly regular shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're scared of like people.
Taylor Swift.
People, yes. Are you kidding me? I like remember when she was the darling of the Stormfront message boards.
Yeah.
This was before she said anything politically.
She's blonde.
She's blonde.
You know, great start.
She's tall.
Blonde.
Yeah.
Again, blue eyes.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but.
Charlie.
Do you think that marriage will convince Taylor Swift to leave the island of Wokies?
No.
Like, what does he want her to do? Like, stay home?
I mean, she's marrying a football player. She's Team America. Okay, Charlie, you got her.
But also, like, we were talking about this in the office yesterday, and someone was talking about Travis Kelce being dumb, and I'm like, yeah, and he worships her. Good for them.
Is he dumb?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Like,
they're both like savvy. You know, they both have managed their careers. I mean, she's like a marketing genius, and look at him. Like he had the worst season of his life last year. He's the most popular he's ever been. To me, that sounds like pretty smart. That's what I'm trying to do.
Just get CJ to join the NFL.
Oh, CJ wants to be in the NFL. That's his number one dream.
Do you think that like a lot of straight men seriously think that if they just had like a year to work out,
yes,
they could make the? Do you think your husband thinks that?
I have posed this question to so many men because of CJ's response to me. He thinks that he could gain 5 yards in the NFL.
Are you kidding me?
And not only do I think that wouldn't happen, I think he would maybe die.
I mean, that's very dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also asked him when I was 9 months pregnant what he thought was harder, being 9 months pregnant or high school football 2-a-days.
And he said 2-a-days? No.
He didn't. He was like, I have to be honest. I think it's 2-a-days.
Oh my God.
And then, he knew it wasn't the right answer.
Yeah.
And then I obviously wrote it down in my notes app and have been saying it on every podcast since.
Yeah, good. You got to. Well, good luck to the couple, and good luck to Charlie Kirk convincing Taylor Swift to submit to her husband via his marital advice. Okay, you fucking weirdo. All right, let's get into some news that actually impacts people's lives beyond the people that are worried about making the guest list to the Taylor Swift-Travis Kelce wedding. On Monday, Trump announced that he had fired Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook. In 2022, Joe Biden appointed Cook, and she became the first black woman to serve on the Fed's Board of Governors. Now she may be the first Federal Reserve governor ever to be fired. Her term was slated to go until 2038. Trump called for her resignation last week after a housing finance regulator and Trump ally, of course, alleged that Cook committed mortgage fraud by claiming that she had more than one primary residence. Now he claims he has the constitutional power to remove her. Cook will be challenging her removal in court. We're recording this on Wednesday. We were hearing that as soon as today, she's probably going to be challenging it in court. Her lawyer says his attempt to fire her lacks any factual or legal basis. Megan, what do you think's going on here?
I think that they bring him a binder full of headshots a la Miss USA. And if he sees a black woman in that binder of headshots who is still working in the federal government, he asks them to remove her.
Yes. I think that sounds probably pretty right. And he loves to fight with black women.
Yeah.
He loves to pick fights with black women.
You cannot convince me he knows what a Federal Reserve governor is.
He knows that she stands in between him and getting the rate cuts that he wants, that the governors have deemed irresponsible given inflation and everything.
Listen, we want them to.
We want them too, but
if it can't happen, it can't happen.
But I'm
bro.
also not an economist. You know what I mean? I want to be able to take out a loan for a house.
If you saw my credit card debt, you'd be like, "Don't put her in charge of deciding." Zero APR for the whole country if I'm the boss.
Yeah.
But there's also. Mortgage fraud seems right up his alley.
He literally did mortgage fraud.
He loves mortgage fraud.
He does confess by accusing, though, right? Where he's going around being like, they're doing mortgage fraud. He accused Senator Adam Schiff of doing mortgage fraud. He accused Tish James of mortgage fraud. All of a sudden, all these people that have come after him have done mortgage fraud, he's alleging, which is pretty disturbing. I think, because you're right. He totally does mortgage fraud. He does it all the time. And I think that any black woman with any power in the federal government is somebody he's going to try to pick a fight with.
I'm surprised she made it to the end of August.
Yeah. I think what's frustrating Trump is that he's really trying to follow somebody else's playbook, authoritarian playbook. And in Hungary, when Viktor Orban first took over, the first thing he did before he went totalitarian was he sucked up to everybody. He's we're cutting interest rates. We're letting people he really made life easier for consumers, which was a bad long-term.
He was running for student council.
Exactly.
We're going to get snack foods.
Yeah, slushies for everyone.
And you're I love this.
Yeah,
I love Pizza Fridays.
Yes, exactly. You can be the
See how easily I was won over? I'm
right.
Dictatorship.
Exactly. And then the student body president is suddenly and now you have to tell me when you're having your period. It's just
it's I don't really want pizza anymore.
But Trump doesn't get that moment of consumer happiness and people being you know what, I'll just let him get away with stuff because the Federal Reserve Board has stood in between him and rate cuts.
Right.
He doesn't have any original ideas. His wife plagiarized her RNC speech from Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
This family does not come up with anything on their own.
And it's the one thing as I'm having to book plane tickets for the rest of the year, for holiday travel and things. I'm wasn't this motherfucker supposed to make things cheap? Wasn't that at least the pretend promise of listen, we're going to get fascism, but things will be cheaper.
We don't even have fucking trains. At least in other fascisms get trains. Why don't we get trains? I would be more okay, I'm less mad about the fascism if we actually got something. And that is what Trump is trying to give people, but he has no other ideas because he's not a smart man and he's also lazy. He's trying to fire Lisa Cook. We'll see what happens. I don't have a lot of faith in this country, but also I read some Rebecca Solnit this week that made me feel like maybe I shouldn't surrender before I have to. So
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
Send it to me.
We'll see. I totally will.
Blast it.
It's actually very encouraging. Hysteria is brought to you by fast-growing trees. Fall is planting season. Did you know that, Alyssa?
I did.
Did you
It's
know
a nice
that
time.
they do better if they're planted in the fall? You think of spring, right?
No, but in the fall, you plant them, they get to settle in, everything starts to go dormant because it's cold out, and then they are like ready to go in the spring.
Right, and that sounds like advanced gardening, right?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of have to know where to start, how to do everything. That's why I love fastgrowingtrees.com. It doesn't matter if you live in the sunny south or if the air is getting chilly where you are. Their plant experts can help you find the perfect fit for your space.
They have all the plants your yard needs, like fruit trees, privacy trees, flowering trees, shrubs, and so much more. Fast Growing Trees makes it easy to get your dream yard. Order online and get your plants delivered directly to your door in just a few days without ever leaving home. Their Alive and Thrive guarantee ensures your plants arrive happy and healthy. All plants and trees are locally grown in the U.S., ensuring they will thrive in your yard.
I have to say, when I first started gardening in Southern California, all of the knowledge that my dad had tried to give me gardening in northern Wisconsin didn't really translate.
Not the same.
Right. Didn't
Not the
really
same.
translate. I think I was lucky that I had a good plant store in my neighborhood where I could just like walk up to the guy who works there and be like, hey, what do I do? And they kind of would tell me what to do. But I'm not always, in a position to go to the plant store and hang out. The place is closed on Sundays. You know what I mean?
Right. What are you going to do?
What I love about Fast Growing Trees is that you don't need to live in a neighborhood with an incredible plant store and a guy who will take the time to explain things to you. You just need to visit the website. Visit the website, talk to an expert, talk to somebody who knows what they're doing and can help you not kill things that you're trying to grow and keep alive.
Right, like big yard, small yard, no yard. We've got over 6,000 plants to fit any space, from indoor plants to fruit trees to full-sized privacy trees and more. Their 14-point quality checklist ensures you're getting the best quality plants possible. Each plant is cared for individually based on its needs, from watering routines to the amount of sunlight, giving your plants the care they deserve from the time they start growing to when they ship to your home. You can feel confident that these plants and trees will thrive in your yard because they are grown to last by American farmers on American soil. You don't have to drive around to nurseries and big garden centers and choose plants from a limited assortment. Fast Growing Trees makes it easy to order online, and your plants are delivered to your door in just a few days. Whether you're looking to add privacy, shade, or natural beauty to your yard, Fast Growing Trees has in-house experts ready to help you make the right selection, with plant experts on call to offer growing and care advice. You can talk to a plant expert about your soil type, landscape design, how to take care of your plants, and everything else you need. No green thumb required.
This fall, they have the best deals for your yard, up to half off select plants and other deals. And listeners of our show get 15% off their first purchase when using the code Hysteria at checkout. That's 15% off at fastgrowingtrees.com using code Hysteria at checkout. Now's the perfect time to plant. Use Hysteria to save today. Offer is valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions may apply. Check out the link below or in the show notes and support the show. Hysteria is brought to you by Haya. Children's vitamins are usually candy in disguise, basically. They have 2 teaspoons of sugar, unhealthy chemicals, gummy additives, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's why Haya created a super-powered chewable vitamin. Well, many children's vitamins are filled with so much sugar, which is, you don't want to give that to kids.
Bad.
Haya is made with 0 sugar and 0 gummy additives, yet it tastes great and is perfect for picky eaters. My almost 4-year-old is, I'm sorry to say, still the pickiest human being on earth, and she loves her Haya vitamins. She calls them her alphaba vitamins because some of them are green. 1/3 of them are green, but she calls them all her alphaba vitamins. Haya fills the most common gaps in modern children's diets to provide full-body nourishment our kids need with a yummy taste they love. It's designed for kids 2 and up and sent straight to your door, so parents have one less thing to worry about.
Are you tired of battling with your kids to eat their greens? Haya now has Kids Daily Greens plus Superfoods, a chocolate-flavored greens powder designed specifically for kids, packed with over 55 whole food ingredients to support brain power, development, and digestion. Just scoop, shake, and sip with milk or any non-dairy beverage for a delicious, nutritious boost your kids will actually enjoy. We've worked out a special deal with Hiya for their best-selling children's vitamin. Receive 50% off your first order. To claim this deal, you must go to hiyahealth.com/hysteria. This deal is not available on their regular website. Go to hiyahealth.com/hysteria and get your kids the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults.
Now let's talk about a person who has claimed to have 3 primary residences and yet is not under investigation by anybody. For once, Ken Paxton, the Attorney General of Texas and the state's most powerful adulterer, is instructing teachers in independent public school districts statewide to follow a state law that requires every classroom to display the 10 Commandments starting on September 1st, even after a federal judge in San Antonio blocked the mandate. The only exception is for 11 school districts that are involved in ongoing litigation around the directive. Do you want the 10 Commandments hung up in schools?
No, but even if I did, I don't think I would waste any time on it. Like, it's just like, I would imagine the Attorney General of Texas has better things to be doing than this, especially around children.
Yeah, didn't a bunch of kids like just die in a flood?
Yes, and their parents were begging at the Texas Capitol for new laws to be passed so that doesn't happen again. And he's like, hard pivot. We need new posters. And it's like, what?
I mean, I don't think they can govern. I don't think they know how to govern. I don't think they have any good policy ideas. All they can do, this is like a culture war nonsense thing.
Yeah.
And like, it's a culture war nonsense thing that actually is like, at its root, it's very, very serious because, like, you let the commandments hang up in schools. Like, what are you going to do? Like, let the Beatitudes hang up in schools? I don't want my kids learning to be nice to poor people, you know? I want them to learn that God's going to damn them if they commit adultery, and I want them to learn it from first grade on.
There is a child in my son's current preschool classroom who can't have nuts, no nuts. And so, like peanut butter and jelly is like kind of a go-to for kids. So we are all not sending nuts. I'm more than happy to do that. My mom was like making banana bread the other day and I said, don't even put nuts in it because in case he wants to, he had peanut butter before school. I made sure I wiped his shirt, wiped his face. I'm going out of my way. And then I'm like, is it so much for me to ask that everyone in this class be vaccinated?
Yeah. No. Are they required to be vaccinated?
No. And I'm like, I'm going head to head with peanuts, like they're my own enemy. I just offer that as an example of like we're losing sight of like
what matters.
What matters.
I mean, there was just a shooting this morning in a church that was connected to a school in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
One of my friend's kids goes to that school.
No.
Yeah, they're okay. They are not injured, but like. We're arguing about posters. We're arguing about putting up the 10 Commandments. Is that going to stop school shootings?
No.
Is that going to stop, like...
Uvalde? Is that not good? Is that going to help?
No. Like, all of these things, it just seems like it's a waste of time and effort and energy. And Paxton is such a corrupt motherfucker. We did this fucking guy video about him, like, years ago. And I feel like now we have enough material that we could just make an entirely new one. Because he's such a piece of shit.
Especially if you're an adulterer, I'd be like, I kind of wouldn't want the rules that said that's bad to go up. And I'm not even an adulterer. I think I'm actually doing pretty good on the 10.
Yeah.
And I really don't need it anywhere. And I'm checking off more boxes than him.
Yeah. Yeah. Texas is really fucking up. I would say if I lived in Texas and I had the means to leave, I would consider leaving.
It's got to be hot as shit there right now, too.
It's terrible. And it's not going to get any better. It is not going to get any better in Texas, weather-wise. Maybe government-wise, but not weather-wise. They're doing, like, weird shit with their private schools in Texas, too. And Austin has become this kind of twisted, weird version of Silicon Valley.
Yes.
Austin sucks. I'm sorry. Everyone in Texas is like, Austin.
Oh,
It's
no. That was maybe 2002.
It's like the least bad city in a state peppered with bad cities.
I've got a long list of cities that have really suffered over the last 10 years.
What else is on it?
Nashville. Don't come for me.
Yeah.
But like you just see these prices going up, and then they've been ripped of like what was fun about them. And we sit here as two Los Angeles residents, you know, like there's.
I'm not here because Los Angeles is fun. I'm here because work took me out here and it's too expensive to leave. And now I've got kids.
Yeah, I used to love Austin. I went this past spring for South by, but that you're not getting, you know, you're basically at a convention. So I went to a work convention, and the work convention was still fun. But yeah, it seems it's no longer weird. I mean, it's weird for all the bad reasons now. It's not like fun queso fundido weird.
Yeah. Well, they now have a school called Alpha School, which is an expensive AI-powered private school.
no.
Your kids are going to get dumb. You send them to an AI school, they're going to get fucking dumb. Like, have you ever asked AI to do anything?
I can't even imagine a parent that would want this. Maybe this is like a fake. One possibility. It's not real. And any parent who signs their kid up, they go, okay, go take that kid from that parent.
I mean, conservatives love stealing babies, so it's possible. Yeah, there's no real teachers at the school. It's AI powered. It's a private school, so you're paying for your kids to be on a computer that's dumb. And it was founded by an influencer podcaster.
Come again?
Yeah, students.
Was it you?
No. If you're being influenced by me, you should. Nobody should.
Influencer podcaster now.
Yeah.
Founder of school.
School founder. Yes.
Dean of students.
Dean of students, principal, headmistress.
Flat tummy tea dean.
Students at Alpha only spend 2 hours a day on what we'd consider real subjects like reading and math, again, using AI-driven software, and they spend the rest of their time focusing on entrepreneurship. And I just say, I'm not an AI user because I'm a writer, and like AI is always, like when AI tries to do, it's like, do you want to say this? And it's like, no. Fucking dumbass, I don't want to say this. I want to say something smart because I'm smarter than you.
We're going to be the last one standing against AI.
Well, you know what? At least Gen Alpha and maybe Gen Alpha. Gen Z is not going to be stealing our jobs. They've leaned too hard on AI. They don't have the brain power, except for Claire, our associate producer.
Except for Claire.
Who is an exceptional human being.
And anyone who might be taking care of my children.
Yes.
Anyone else, you're out of here.
Yeah, you're out. You're not going to take my job. And the rest of the day, when they're not using AI to learn reading, is going to be focused on entrepreneurship.
This like actually makes me more afraid than the 10 Commandments.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because of the fact that anyone would want this, I go, we've totally lost our way. Because I've talked to a few teachers who are talking about how much harder AI has made their job. You know, if they're an English teacher, they're like, I'm basically just skimming to be like, did a robot write this at this point, instead of like trying to get into like what this child thinks about literature, and to be like, oh no, we're actively going to choose AI to be teaching our children, when I'm like, oh, I'm hoping Gen Alpha rejects technology.
I think they will because like every single generation is like a pendulum swing in one direction or the other, and like I think that millennials were very earnest at their peak, and I think that Gen Z is like pendulum swinging in the opposite direction and being very like nihilistic, and I think that maybe the swing back hopefully will be something a little bit more earnest and like wanting something genuine and authentic.
Yeah.
But I do also feel like Gen Z was really behind the 8 ball by us being basically like we fed the babies cigarettes, right? We were like, here, you could be, here's an iPad, here's a phone, here's a social media account. You're 12 now. You can go on social media and see like an endless parade of like altered bodies, and you don't have the brain power to understand that what you're seeing is
better case scenario.
I know some kids are like 8, 9 years old. But like we consumers didn't know what technology companies knew when consumers were maybe not really thinking through the choice to give it to their kids. Technology companies knew those things were bad, and we gave them to kids anyway. And now we're like trying to feed kids more fucking slop. I read an article this week that was about like AI, like the inevitable self-destruction of AI.
Good. Okay. Can we get to that point?
It's not even AI. It's like LLM, large language models. They're not artificially intelligent. They're just taking a bunch of data And they're like, what's the next thing that would probably be said in response to this question? They're not like thinking, right? If you ask them to solve problems, like real problems that require critical thinking, they just kind of, they can't. Also, they're not very good at research. Like I've like tested out ChatGPT to be like, can you give me a list of blah, 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 blah? And then I've compared it with my own ability to research, and it's like, it fucking sucks. So
they gave me the San Francisco Giants yesterday, and I actually wanted the New York Giants.
Didn't it also tell Josh Gondelman that he was like married to a celebrity?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Comedian Josh Gondelman was told that he was married to somebody that's not his wife, who's a celebrity.
I do wonder, when like kids are being bad and they're like, you're going to boarding school. Like, is this going to be the new version of that? We're sending you to AI Cybertruck school.
I mean, maybe. Like, Musk is trying to build a company town in Texas. Do you know about this? He has, like, this big, I mean, like everything that Musk does, he has, like, big, shiny plans. He's like, there's going to be a this, and there's going to be a this. And right now there's, like, 6 trailers and a rusty swing set.
Okay.
And, like, he just can't follow through on anything. But anyway, AI is going to, like, eat itself because it sucks data from the internet, sucks data from things that have been written, published, whatever. And it uses that data in an unauthorized way to like regurgitate whatever. But as more of the internet becomes AI generated, like news, you've read a news article before and you're like, this is AI.
Oh, this is like multiplicity.
So right, so it's
They're
gonna
making
start
a copy of a copy.
A copy of a copy, or Barbarian, if you've ever seen Barbarian.
Oh yes, love Barbarian.
So good. As a mom, I relate to it very deeply.
Too much.
I would 100% do what the Barbarian monster did at the end.
Oh, 1,000%.
Anyway, sorry.
Aunt Gladys, I see some similarities in as well.
I haven't watched Weapons yet, but I am prepared. No, it's
So
fine. I
good.
know who Aunt Gladys is.
Okay, yeah.
She's Amy Madigan.
Yeah.
In an amazing, and I want that to be my Halloween costume.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so AI is going to eventually like run out of human generated data and start sucking up. And I think they did like an experiment where they found in like the 5th generation, it just is like an E.E. Cummings poem with like someone like smashing on a keyboard and it doesn't make any sense.
Great.
I'll send it to you. And we'll put it
Amazing.
in the show notes because it was like some hope core for me. I'm an AI hater.
I am such an AI hater. I don't even like those self-driving cars.
Oh, yeah. No,
I go, I want to talk to a weird man. Please.
Have you seen the little robots, the delivery
I
robots?
actually like them.
They're kind of cute.
They're cute. I'm always just like afraid, and I see people abusing them.
Oh, it makes me so. They
And
have
I'm like,
faces,
how
but like
dare you?
it's a machine though.
One stopped for me once so I could walk, and I was like, what a gentleman. Manners.
So like tiny robots that deliver food are okay.
If they bring us food, thumbs up. If they're trying to brainwash our children, big thumbs down.
Thumbs down. Yeah, it seems like this is going. I feel like Texas and Florida and a lot of red states and Oklahoma, other places too, are really dead set on raising a generation of fucking dumbasses. Because, like, just imagine you have a kid that went to, like, dipshit academy or whatever, and, like, then they're applying to go to college at, like, Harvard.
Oh.
And I'm sure, like, within the next, like, 5 years, Harvard will be like, you have to write a personal essay by hand in the presence of a admissions counselor.
Yes.
Like, and it'll be, like, really annoying, but I'm sure Harvard alumni will be like, I will do this. I fucking love this. I want to gatekeep Harvard.
Of course.
So, like, at that point, imagine, like, you're sitting down and you're just, like, writing. Your brain is just completely AI poisoned. Like, what are you going to, you can't think. I asked it to write some jokes one time just to be like, can you do it?
No.
I asked it to write jokes one of my favorite jokes that I've ever come up with was, it's not cannibalism if you only eat the bottom half of the mermaid. And I was like, can you write some
In
jokes?
this vein.
Yes, in this vein. And they're like, it's not stalking if you're just really good at coincidences. And I'm like, that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah. No. And it is, and I know that we have wonderful listeners in Texas, but some of the smartest, like, most compassionate people I know live in and around, like, live in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of friends that live there.
Hey, you know what? Can I recommend New Mexico?
Oh, okay.
Blue
They're going to
state?
tell me to not be their friends.
Blue state, low cost of living.
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe's amazing. Taos is amazing.
Yes.
Las Cruces, like, you gotta kind of, like, know what you're doing in Las Cruces. But it's like, I love it. White Sands, Albuquerque's not bad. Anyway, I'm just gonna put in a plug for New Mexico. Deb Haaland might be your next governor.
Okay, New Mexico.
Yeah, you can move to New Mexico.
Maybe I will. You're selling me.
I know.
Is it hot?
Not as hot as you think.
Okay, great.
It's not like Austin hot because like Albuquerque and Santa Fe are high elevation.
Elevated.
So it gets snow.
Yeah.
We were there like New Year's Day a few years ago, and it snowed, and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Naomi and I covered a Lifetime movie, Christmas in Santa Fe, starring Mario Lopez, and it starred him and his daughter. And we were like, we got to go to Santa Fe for Christmas. It looked so
It's
gorgeous.
Beautiful. It is gorgeous. Everybody go to Santa Fe. Everybody go to New Mexico. It's great.
Hysteria trips to Santa Fe.
I mean, Hysteria HQ is going to be moved to New Mexico because we cannot afford office space.
Grab your turquoise, girlies.
Yes, exactly. Several rings, whimsical hats.
Yeah.
You know, we're going hiking and we're going to take ayahuasca. Okay. Another story on the education front, since it's back to school time. In 2023, the Supreme Court ruled against the use of affirmative action in college admissions, but still allowed room for consideration for how race shaped students' lives if expressed in their essays. Now Trump is accusing colleges of skirting the rules against affirmative action and signed an executive order requiring that they admit Barron. No, that they submit data to prove that they are not considering race in their admissions process. It's unclear quite yet what the impact of the EO will have on institutions, but given Trump's track record of tormenting universities, could be pretty bleak. What do you make of this, Megan?
Again, what? This is a waste of time.
Does he think like white? Here's something that I think a lot of people can't wrap their heads around. You always see these stories on Fox News of some like aggrieved, like Bert-looking student. It's like, I had perfect SAT scores, and the parent being like, yes, he did. He did have perfect SAT scores. He was in all the clubs. He was in all the activities. And like, if you have all of that going for you, you didn't get into college because you're an asshole.
You suck.
You suck. You have a bad personality.
Yep.
That's it. And like, I think that like, the next thing Trump is probably going to do is be like, you must admit 25% of people with bad personalities.
Oh, gosh.
Because it's literally it. It's people that have like no curiosity about the world, no social skills. They seem to like, they're like off-putting. Like,
and they're letting in a lot of people that have bad personalities. Like,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
the lowest of the low.
Yeah. Oh, my
At
God.
Notre Dame, I'm sure you encountered many people with horrible
so
personalities.
many people with bad personalities.
I went to an engineering school. There's a lot of people with bad personalities that they're like, you know what, we'll take you.
Yeah.
So for your kid,
to have too bad of a personality for Cornell.
that's where my dad went. And he's unbearable. So, no, he's a lovely man. And all his friends are pretty nice, too. But I find the ruling still to be confusing. So it's like, if you're writing your essay and you're like, as a black man growing up in Queens, that is admissible.
Yeah. Like colleges can say like, oh, we want a diversity of life experiences.
Which is
you
beneficial
do want
for every single person.
There is like, I know that like MAGA loves to harp on like what's natural, like men are naturally dragging women to caves or men are naturally dominant, which is none of that is fucking true. What's natural is diversity. Like species survive in nature or die because of diversity or a lack thereof.
Yes.
Like ecosystems survive or crumble because of diversity or a lack thereof. So
Barbarian Monster. Just see previous story.
Exactly. Please watch the film Barbarian. It is very scary. But there is a brilliant redirect with the Skarsgård in Act 1. You're like, anyway, just watch it. But it's one of those things. It's like, why these people have convinced themselves that there's something natural about like segregation.
Yeah.
And it's just not like, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to talk reason to these people. They're not listening to this podcast.
No, but they should.
They should.
Hey, guys.
Oh, please don't pay too much attention to me. I'm a woman getting older on camera, so I do not need further scrutiny. Also, I got like 3 hours of sleep last night.
No.
I know. Every time Daisy wakes me up like 17 times and I have to go on camera the next day, I'm like, everyone's going to think I look terrible. Anyway, it's my kid's fault, not mine.
Hysteria is brought to you by Ritual. Erin, are you getting all your fruits and vitamins?
Absolutely not. No way.
Are you getting all your greens? Eating all your veggies?
No, I love veggies. I love fruits and vegetables. Like, if it were up to me, I would just eat only fruits and just give me a big pile of leaves and fruits and vegetables with
But you can't do it every day.
I can't do it every day.
Despite your best efforts.
It's not always easy to just like access fresh fruits and vegetables. Sometimes I have to grab a convenience food, and I know it's not the same as a pile of kale, which I would prefer to be eating every single day, but which isn't always practical to eat while I'm like working on something.
Right. Well, lucky for us, Ritual's Essential for Women 18 and Over multivitamin isn't exactly a salad in a pill, but it is formulated to help you fill in key nutrient gaps that you might not be getting enough of from your diet.
One thing I love about Ritual and why I've chosen it is that I know that it does what it's supposed to do. I don't like a complicated wellness routine. That is just not my vibe.
We don't have that kind of time.
We don't got that kind of time. We are trying to laugh at America as it descends into chaos. It's just, I want something that is like simple, does what I need it to do, fills the gaps in my diet, doesn't try to do anything that I don't need, and doesn't give me the vitamin burps. Right?
No, that is a big one for me. I can take my Ritual on an empty stomach. I can take it whenever I remember during the day, and it's fine. I don't have to have it with a meal, which I used to have to do because I would otherwise get vitamin burps. Ritual conducted a university-led clinical trial for their Essential for Women 18 Over multivitamin to assess its efficacy. The results? It increased vitamin D levels by 43% and omega-3 DHA levels by 41% in just 12 weeks. The Essential for Women 18 and Over multi contains 9 key nutrients in 2 delayed-release capsules designed for optimal absorption per day. Designed to be gentle on the stomach with a minty essence in every bottle that helps make taking your multis actually enjoyable. Ritual's Essential third-party tested for heavy metals and clean label project certified, so you know you can trust what you're putting in your body. Ritual multivitamins are vegan, non-GMO project certified, gluten and major allergen free, and made traceable. It's HSA, FSA eligible with a seamless checkout experience, so you can save when you shop with pre-tax dollars. Instead of striving for perfect health, aim for supporting foundational health. Get 25% off your first month only at ritual.com/hysteria. Start Ritual or add Essential for Women 18 and Over to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/hysteria for 25% off.
Hysteria is brought to you by Ollie. If your dog could talk, they'd beg for Ollie. My dog does try to talk. He like does this thing where he's like, rah, 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 rah.
Oh,
and
he's
he
got
like
thoughts.
moves his mouth like he's like thinking about saying something and just trying to discover how to word it.
Oh.
Well, anyway, that's the Ollie effect. Ollie delivers clean, fresh nutrition in 5 drool-worthy flavors, even for the pickiest eaters. Highest quality human-grade ingredients. Ollie's food contains no fillers, no preservatives, just real food. And here's the thing. Healthier food means a happier pup. More energy, shinier coats, better poops. Dog owners know all about the poop talk that happens
Everybody
when
likes
you got
a good
dog.
poop.
And more excitement at mealtime. With 5 protein-packed recipes like fresh beef with sweet potatoes or fresh turkey with blueberries, even the pickiest eaters can't resist. I would eat that dog food.
I mean, sounds good.
It sounds good. You might think, dang, my dog eats better than I do. And I do. And that's probably true when it comes to Ollie. Ooh, fill out Ollie's 30-second quiz and they'll create a customized meal plan based on your pup's weight, activity level, and other health info.
Okay.
I feel like my dog would be a little embarrassed if I like put in his real weight. He'd be like, come on. I used to be skinnier. For any first-timers, Ollie will send out your pup's first box with 2 weeks worth of meals, a free storage container for mess-free serving, and a guide for how to gradually switch them over to their new diet. More excitement at mealtime, shinier coat, and a solid, easier to pick up poops. 1 to 2 months on Ollie can help dogs reach a healthy weight. Ollie offers 3 meal plans to choose from, so you can choose between a full fresh plan, fresh topper plan, or a mixed plan with their freshly baked recipes for your special fur baby. They also have treats and supplements. Ollie is one of a kind, just like your pup. Ollie is the only fresh dog food that comes with unlimited routine health screenings, so you can get your pup on track to living their healthiest, happiest life.
Dogs deserve the best, and that means fresh, healthy food. Head to ollie.com/hysteria, tell them all about your dog, and use code HYSTERIA to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer a happiness guarantee on the first box. So if you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. That's ollie.com/hysteria and enter code HYSTERIA to get 60% off your first box.
You're listening to Hysteria, the podcast for people who are about to listen to my unhinged theory about the Cracker Barrel logo redesign and undesign being a false flag.
Okay.
So, as you know, as everybody knows, why does everybody know? Because I guess we don't have enough real shit to talk about. Actually, we do, but the real shit is so horrible, we're talking about dumb bullshit. So about a week ago, Cracker Barrel, a restaurant that I've never eaten at, but apparently a lot of people like, redesigned their logo, announced a logo redesign. They had removed a guy sitting by a barrel. Right.
Yes.
The Cracker Barrel. They removed the cracker and the barrel. And people were really upset about it. It became like a multi-day story on Fox News, right? And so this week they announced that they're actually going to keep the old logo.
Okay.
And people were like, yes. Okay, but here's the thing.
Can we move on?
This is from Fox Business. This is the company's statement when they changed it, when they announced they were changing it back. We thank your guests for sharing your voices and love for Cracker Barrel. We said we would listen, and we have. Our new logo is going away, and our old timer will remain. At Cracker Barrel, it's always been and always will be about serving up delicious food, warm welcomes, and the kind of country hospitality that feels like family. Okay. So Fox News reported on this. President Trump apparently weighed in on it. Like, it became this woke, go broke, cause celebrate. Yeah. Like, they want, the president was like, change the fucking logo. It was just like ridiculous shit. I think Cracker Barrel did this on purpose. I think that they were. I think they did this on purpose, and I think that they were in cahoots with the Trump administration, because you know what we're not talking about?
Epstein.
We're not talking about what's in the Epstein files. We're talking about what's in the Cracker Barrel logo.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think that they were like, we're going to put out this dumbass logo that looks like a keychain from a shitty hotel in Omaha. And then people are going to get mad. And then we're going to act like we're reacting to their anger. We're going to give these people a win, because what they need to feel like is winners. They love brigadiering. They love winning. So, it's just, I feel like it was all meant to, garner up publicity for Cracker Barrel. And it did.
You're giving them so much credit.
I know. I love plots. I want there to be more plots.
I've eaten at many a Cracker Barrel.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it, are there a lot in Indiana?
Yeah. I think it's a dwindling business as of now. I don't see as many as I used to. I'll say that. I didn't even know that the cracker was referring to a white person. Is it?
No.
Oh.
I referred to him as a cracker.
I was like, that's funny.
Yeah. Remember there used to be all these racist incidents at Cracker Barrel?
Oh, I thought you were going to say racist restaurant names. And
I'm
like, Soup Plantation. Tough.
Yeah, Soup Plantation, not good. But yeah, they maybe 2015, there was always racist incidents there, and it's very odd. I just can't imagine living such a fragile existence that a change in logo would ruin my life.
Yeah. It's not even, it didn't even become woke.
No.
They literally just took a man off of it. That doesn't make it inherently
I don't know what
liberal.
I'm just trying to decipher what does that mean? Why do they mean that? Yeah.
I'm what do I love that they could yeah,
they should have given Uncle Herschel a nose piercing. A septum piercing.
Yes. Yeah.
They put him back, and they're like, look, he's back. He was finding himself.
Is that his name, Uncle Herschel?
Yeah.
Blue hair.
Yeah. Gives him blue hair to Uncle
Get him
Herschel.
Blue hair.
That would be pretty funny. Okay, now let's get to Sani Petty. Megan, are you feeling sane or petty this week?
I'm feeling both, but I will give you sanity.
Okay.
Football is coming back next week. Well, technically it's coming back this weekend, college football. I'm just not as much of a college football girly.
Too many people, too many teams.
Yeah, it doesn't, it feels inherently racist to me, I'll say that. But I am glad that they have money now, that they get NIL money, I am. But the NFL is back next week, and I am so excited. And it's not, my team's actually a laughingstock and going to be really bad. And people are predicting that they're actually trying to lose.
So they can get a better draft pick?
Yes, which in football is actually unsafe to do. In basketball, you can kind of wiggle it. And football, it's people get tackled. You have to kind of try. But I'm excited to see, and this is kind of petty too. I think this Aaron Rodgers experiment with the Steelers is going to be a catastrophe.
I can't wait.
I'm so sorry because I know that impacts your husband's mental health, but I am so excited to see it be just a disaster. There's just a lot of fun. There's so many new coaches. There's already drama happening and people fighting. The Cowboys are shaping up to they are kind of a nightmare.
It's Real Housewives for men.
Oh, absolutely. And I guess the one thing I am excited about for college is this Bill Belichick is coaching at UNC.
Yes.
There's a Hulu documentary. There are going to be Hulu cameras following. Now
how close is Jordan allowed to get?
Jordan is executive producing it, I have to imagine.
Right, but I heard that there's been some rules made
Oh,
on campus
right.
that she's like, she can't be like.
Yeah, she's gonna break those rules. And so their drama is like, I know something's coming, you know, and like they're obviously like orchestrating it. Like he's probably an executive producer, she's probably an executive producer. But like, remember when she showed up to the 60 Minutes and was like hiding? Like she's not good at hiding her
Just
hand.
like a little golem.
Yes,
Like,
and so I'm just
crouched.
really like, yes, they're gonna be playing football, but I'm excited for. I think there's going to be a lot of off the field
drums.
chaos happening.
Well, I think the podcasting is a catastrophe for politics just in general, says the podcaster. And it's kind of a catastrophe for like the post-fact era because people can just get on a microphone and say whatever fucking shit they want if they work, you know, for something unreputable like TPUSA, for example. But podcasting has given us the public, the opportunity to just witness the messiest mess from all the celebs because they just get on the mic and they say wild shit. They don't necessarily have like great media training or they have a little bit of media training, but they don't quite understand it. It's like what Twitter used to be, except there's a bigger volume of it and like the sound clips are much more damning than reading like a tweet where like, you know, whatever, somebody says something stupid. But listening to somebody's voice say something completely off, you know.
Yeah, about their coworker.
Yeah. It's pretty like amazing and wild and good. And yeah, I'm looking forward to like NFL beefing spilling off the field.
And it just means like fall is coming.
Yeah.
Fall's my favorite.
Fall is my favorite too until I lived out here. September,
Well,
October are just like
I'm going to be in the
infernos.
Midwest.
Yeah. Well,
So
good for you.
My allergies are bad right now, you know, and I'm like, it's always darkest before the dawn.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah. It's coming. PSLs are back.
Oh, I know. My husband directed a PSL commercial last week.
What?
I said it's coming.
Oh my
Fall
gosh!
is here.
Wow, it's coming. Thank goodness. Okay, I guess I have like a sanity corner. I have been consuming a lot of K-pop recently, and that is because my 3-year-old is obsessed with the film K-pop Demon Hunters.
Wow.
She cannot follow the plot. She doesn't understand the concept of a demon, and I don't think we've even like talked about God in our house. Like she doesn't know who Jesus is.
Yeah.
Like, none of that stuff.
Yeah. Classic LA.
Yeah. She doesn't know any of this stuff, but she does know about Korean demons thanks to this movie, and she knows about K-pop. The soundtrack is banging. Like
Great.
if she's gonna watch anything, like you mentioned Daniel Tiger, right? And that's just a very wholesome show, but it is not enjoyable for an adult to watch.
Wow.
The songs are all like auto-tuned, like, if you have to go potty, stop and go right away.
The songs make me go, I could be a songwriter. Like whenever I'm watching it, I go, I gotta get into songwriting. I gotta go to Sweden and bang out some bangers.
Oh my God. Yeah. Every song is like, everyone can help.
And I'm like, yes,
Everyone
ugga mugga.
But K-pop Demon Hunters, the songs are actually like really good.
Okay.
They're solid. They're solid K-pop anthems. And my daughter wants to be one of the K-pop Demon Hunters for Halloween now, which is cool. But as I guess kind of related to that, I have become familiar with the group Katseye recently. I didn't realize that I had been familiar with them before because I'd seen videos of them dancing and them performing, and like I've heard songs of theirs and been like, this is catchy, but not like investigated further. But they have a new Gap commercial where they're wearing the jeans and they're like doing this amazing dance and they're doing the like hurricane hands and everything, and it's just like so stylish and so sexy and so cool, and it just like, it's like one of those commercials that makes me happy to watch it. And like I've seen people commenting on it online and being like, this is the most like watched, people love watching this commercial. Can you believe it? Finally, a commercial people love watching. And I'm like, do you remember the 90s when Gap was doing like the swing dance?
Oh,
like
yeah.
everyone was obsessed. I love that we're getting back to it.
Yeah.
And
after a summer of Gene commercial drama. Talk about Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to like smear Sydney Sweeney because I don't think that she really signed up for any of the stuff that ensued from her like appearance in that thing. But Katseye does fill out the jeans.
Yeah.
So I'll say that.
They look great dancing in them.
They look great. I'm like, should I wear denim on denim? Should I wear like an all denim outfit?
Yes. Yes, you should.
Okay, I will.
Canadian tuxedo.
A Howard Dean, if you will.